Generic greetings and welcome to Preview Plus Dungeons 2. This is a dungeon simulator in the same vein as the original Dungeons, War for the Overworld, and of course the first Genesis, and regarded by many to be the best of the genre, Dungeon Keeper. And it's a genre that I really like, but haven't really played a lot of since Dungeon Keeper 2, really. There's been only a few attempts to remake those sort of games, and often they don't really work. War for the Overworld is not too bad, but it's still unfinished, and I don't think it's done much to really evolve the genre. Dungeons 1, didn't enjoy, I must confess. It wasn't a bad game, I don't think. It's just not what I was looking for. Dungeons 2, however, looked to be a lot more promising, which is why I decided to check it out. I've played about 2.5 hours of the game so far. I've got up to level 4 on the campaign, so I'm going to just jump into the campaign, probably in the middle of level 4, just to show you a little bit of the game. I haven't tried multiplayer, and I haven't tried skirmish, so this is certainly only a preview, not a review, as you very well know, because this is obviously called Preview Plus something or other. Right, probably called Dungeons 2, because that's what the game's called. Right, so we're just going to go single player and then load game, and we will load my game, that one there, in the Swamplands, and we'll load that one. The objective of the game is to be evil, to be very devilishly evil, and you are the ultimate evil, and you are very cliche evil as well. It's sort of Austin Powers level of evil, sort of Doctor Evil. Yeah, as I said, very cliche, very like muhahaha evil laugh, Murray the Skull from Monkey Island, that sort of evil, where you're not really evil, you're just a bit crap, but also evil at the same time. Right, anyway, so we're gonna load in, and what's gonna happen is the narrator is probably gonna, he's gonna start.
A very remote area reached the ultimate evil while it was defending the dungeon. Maybe they could be saved by using a spell, which was ready to be unlocked in the crystal chamber.
There you go. That is the narrator. From now on, I will be ignoring him. I also can't remember where I've heard that voice from. I'm sure there's a lot of people now going, oh, it's from XYZ or whatever. But that narrator there, he is, well, he narrates your game, and depending on what you do, he will say different things. If you mess stuff up, he will really take the piss out of you. He will generally chastise you. And it's one of the only narrations in a game that hasn't yet got absolutely boring and monotonous after 5 minutes. I have not yet come across a line when I've went, come on, that's just garbage. I have been truly impressed by the narration in it, and it does add a lot to the game. Anyway, quick rundown of the UI. Top left, we have our gold and mana stores. We've got our objectives just below that. In the top middle, we have all of our units. Currently we can see we've got little snots, goblins, naga, orcs, and we haven't got any trolls at the moment, but they're the units in the game, and as far as I can tell, they're the only ones you can get, but you can get different variations of them. You can see it says goblin assassin, and gobobot, so you can get different variations of them. We've got our maximum population, which I'm actually overpopulated because I got some more some units from an objective from just playing the campaign and such. Top right, we've got our toolboxes and our beer barrels. Toolboxes are used to make things like traps and doors, and beer barrels are used to feed your minions. As you can see there, well, there's some orcs having a bit of a drink there, just picking up the barrels. Look at that, just glugging the entire barrels down. This actually is my brewery as well, and we've got a bit of a copper there that looks like it needs a bit of health and safety applied to it. On the right hand side, we have our spells, which are pretty cool. Well, as far as I can tell, I've only cast the lightning bolt. I haven't really tried anyone else. As I said, it's the it is a preview and stuff, so I haven't really got that far. This is where we're generating all of our magic. I've just unlocked that. We have our objectives here, so this is a tutorial. As you play, it will unlock different parts of the game and stuff. So the tutorial is not just this is this, do this, and this, go. Like I said, this is mission 4, and it's still unlocking different things. So I do like that. On the bottom here, we have our buttons for actually building. So I can click on doors, for example, and say door there. Hang on, door there. Can we build a door there? I don't think we build another door. I think we... Oh, no, we can build another door. Door there, and then door there. There we go. And that's the queue as my main room here. That, incidentally, is us there. The one who's apparently got a bit of a sore ass because we're having to move it around a bit. You'll also notice we're see-through. That's because we're a bit of a ghost, and it's complicated. Just understand that that guy is a bit dead, and we are ultimate evil and something evil. He's very generic evil, that guy, and we are obviously controlling minions. This is the Hand of Evil. I don't think it's called the Hand of Evil, but I'm going to call it the Hand of Evil. We can pick things up and move them around, so I'm just going to move my minions over there and then drop them down because I want them to... Oh, it looks like they've chopped through my door here. I want to get all my minions to annihilate all of the invaders. Obviously, there's invaders coming from that portal there, and I believe the one over there. Now, as you can see, I've actually got two mini-maps, one on the bottom left and one on the bottom right, and the reason for that is because on the bottom right is my dungeon, so I can scroll around my dungeon like that. Bottom left, however, is outside. A big part of this game is actually on the surface, and that's a bit of an evolution for this sort of thing. You do spend a lot of your time on the surface and such, but we'll get to that later on. What I'm trying to do now is not actually die, so I'm just going to use my lightning bolt and start lightning these guys there. Yeah, that lightning worked quite well. Try it again? Yeah, we can try it again. What's that one? Create a horde. Yeah, let's create a horde. That's basically going to bring everybody to there, isn't it? Yeah, and then we're going to start attacking everybody. Come on, attack! Attack! There we go. Oh, yep, that hot spell's working quite well. We're just going to charge them all there so they can attack and sort that out. Right, so as you can see, we've got objectives on the left. So protect the artifact, which is this is the artifact here. It's generating some, well, it's generating mana, and also I can use the rooms here to research different spells. So I can say spells, and let's research Panic Retreat. There we go, because that's, I believe, one of my objectives. Yeah, learn Panic Retreat spell, and capture the dungeon gate to the east. So let's get on with that. What I'm going to do is get my create horde spell, and we're going to say create horde. Create horde. There, please. And hopefully they'll head over there and sort that out. Fantastic. Right, so a couple of a bit of a rundown around the rooms. This is our main central chamber. This is the throne room. If it dies, it's not good. Apparently, I don't know. I've never actually got that far. I've never had my throne room actually die. I really like this actually. I really like the fact that this this hand is it's sort of, is it casting light? Because it's actually, you know, you can see we're getting shadows when we go around there. That's pretty cool. I like that. This is my Tinkerer's Workshop, or Tinkerer's Cave, I guess. Yeah, Tinkerer's Cave. And what it does is make these boxes. These, can we actually pick them up? Yeah, we can pick them up. Yeah, we can pick toolboxes up. You can use them to well, you build things like rooms and that sort of thing, or rather, you use them to unlock rooms and such. You can research the rooms, and you can also research different traps. So, for example, what can I research? Let's click on that one there, and we'll say, I don't know, research new rooms. I would say research the hospital. There we go, because I think we will need that one. Right, I do need to capture this thing. So, can we just send one through it? How does one capture it? Ah, there, we've went through it now. There we go. So, we've actually come through to this side, which is an interesting one. Actually, should we do that? Should we just pick all these guys up? Pick all these up and send them through the portal. Send them through the portal. We don't want to send them all there, actually. That would be bad. That would be very, very bad. In fact, we send a lot of Naga through, which is sort of my researchers. I really want to send you through there. Might as well just get rid of that flag. How do we get rid of the flag? Can we just close it down, press it once? Yeah, I think it, yeah, you press it once and it just closes it. There we go. So, drop them through there and then back over to the main outside landy bit. Now, one thing I really like is you can see it's all again, it's very cliche, it's very sort of cliche evil, but this is all nice and happy and smiley and everything's all good. But when we actually move, you can see the land will actually change, but very in a cartoonish way. Looks like we've got some people here. There you go. Look, you see it drop down and lava appears and the rocks change and the trees like wither up and stuff. It's really, really funky. I do like that. Right, so we're just taking these guys out here. The Nagas have a couple of spells. They can heal units, but they can also fling sort of magic at the enemies as well. I'm just going to take all this stuff out here. One of my objectives is to destroy the Alliance encampment, which I'm doing now. And also get these Nagas here, free them off, because at the moment they are
the ultimate evil, or more precisely,
there we go, look at that. All the things, it's very high fidelity, this actually. It's it does look really good. I do like the look of it. The first dungeons, it was a bit generic. It was like, you know, it did have some style, but there wasn't anything that I went, oh yes, I can see, you know, that's fantastic. I really like that. I just went, yeah, cool. It looks fine. This one though, I like the way they've gone with it. I like the way they've changed it to be a bit more cartoony, a bit more, what would the term be? I don't know, just a little bit, bit more. It's got a bit more. It's a bit more stylized, isn't it, than just the old one? Actually, I think. The worst thing that they've done is called it Dungeons 2, because what I remember of the first game, which admittedly is not a lot, because I only played probably a couple of hours of the first Dungeons game, this has got not a great deal in common. I mean, you know, it is the same genre and stuff, so there's going to be a lot of similarities, but, It's miles apart. It really is miles apart, and I think that is a good thing. Anyway, what's this happening here? Oh, no. Looks like my door's just fallen down. I'm going to do the whole creature horde thing and save there. And then I want to get some lightning on here and go bang, and we can probably just start lightning them bang, and just keep going away bang. That's good. Anyway, what I've done, I've actually brought all my guys back to this side. Now, can I get across there? I don't think I can. How do I get across there?
Went into battle.
It'll be down the bottom to destroy it that way, so we're going to have to go around it. Yeah. Jumping between these two areas is pretty funky. Obviously, you can just click on the map, and it's like really, really quick. I'm very surprised that it actually works so well. Let me just close that down. Right, what I want to do is I want to pick up... actually, I don't want to do anything with them yet. I'm going to leave them to crack on and do their own thing, because at the moment, as you can see, they're wanting gold, because they've been outside and not had a payday and such, so I really need to let them go and get some pay and have some beverages and stuff. Each unit has its own statistics, so if I just click, I'll pick one up, you can see on the bottom there, it's got its experience points. It's got things like its health, its actual damage and stuff like that. Nothing overly complicated, but not shallow that it's just like that's how much it attacks and that's it. So there's enough there. Units can also get bored and stuff like that. I don't know what all these little orbs are about. It's a bit weird. Let me just click on this room here and we'll see what we are researching. Are we still researching that? We're still researching Panic Retreat. We could go for the Horde. A battle cry, admittedly somewhat lame as a spell. It does, however, remind your creatures to hit harder. Oh, good grief. It has got like sort of comedic undertones to the whole thing. In fact, what it reminds me of, strangely, is what was that game called? It was a bit sort of devilishly evil as well. Overlord. Reminds me of Overlord. Yeah. Anyway, bring the imprisoned Naga into your dungeon by magic. So, if we go to the imprisoned Naga here, we can say all of your units in the spell's area effect will instantly teleport back to your dungeon. There we go. Just managed to teleport them back to my dungeon. Sweet! So we've now got some more Naga. Fantastic. So, we now need to destroy...
You are meant to attack Krotos and finish him off now.
Yes,
One
yes,
great
shut up.
Final battle and all that. All clear? Then off you go.
He's telling me to attack stuff. What I'm going to do first is actually destroy this encampment because I think it's going to be fun. Right, let's do that, shall we? I haven't actually done any dungeon building at the moment. The way you build stuff is very, very simple. It's if you've played any of these sort of games, you'll know pretty much what you do. You go to an area and you click and drag, and you will select an area to be dug out like so. And you say, I want them dug out. Then what happens is the little snotlings, I call them little, they're actually called little snots, but I call them snotlings. They're going to come along and they're going to dig out of this area here. This is all gold. There's actually two types of gold veins. There's the standard ones which get dug out when you hit them. And then what you do is you pick up the gold. Look at all that. I like the way they're just dropping bits of gold all over the floor and stuff. Just be careful. That's a lot of gold you're dropping. There's them standard ones, which when you basically get a big hit of gold when you take them out. But then you've got these ones, which stay there for a long time and give you a very slow payout, but obviously it'll pay out over time. This is like a little book. And what you can do is you can get a unit, and if you tell them to use that, what it'll do is it'll give them like a little bonus, and generally name them as well. So what's this guy called? He's now called Zorak the Productive. If you do certain things in the world as well, you might get like you know, Bob the Boar Slayer or Tavern Drinker or that sort of thing, depending on what you do. It's really interesting, that. So yeah, no little details that make it. I'm just going to give a bit of a right click here and right click on these little snots because it makes them work a bit harder. There we go. You don't have to sort of capture the ground or anything like that. You can, if you leave your orcs to it, or basically your other minions. Only your little snots can dig stuff out, as far as I can see so far. I don't know if trolls can do it, I assume not. Little snots, they're going to run around and they're going to dig things out and such. The other ones, though, will run up and they will actually, you can see they're bashing the wall there. That's an orc bashing the wall. They're actually reinforcing the wall, because when they're reinforced, you'll actually get better efficiency in each of your rooms. 100% isn't the max, which I thought was a bit weird. You would think when you build it, it would start at, say, 50% and you can increase it, but it doesn't. It starts at 100% and then it can go above that. It looks like we've got some more people coming towards me. One thing about traps, there's a trap there, as you can see, spinning around nice. If they get destroyed, you don't automatically have to, so you don't have to go and place them yourself. If they get destroyed, they just automatically get rebuilt and such, which I do like. If you can obviously afford it, if you've got enough toolboxes. So I'm just going to keep taking these guys out there. Yeah, I think I managed to take care of that. Yeah, we did. Fantastic. Right. So I need to support all of these Naga, but I don't think I'm going to do that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come in here and then I'm going to pick up the Naga. Actually, pretty much everything in this pile here. All of the Naga, everyone here. We'll say these, and these. There we go. And then we're going to come to this portal, and then you right-click on the portal, and you can hold right-click, and it'll just drop them all like that. And then they all get teleported to this side. There we go. So we're out this portal, and now we're going to head down to take all of this stuff out. Now, one thing I'm not convinced of is it's weird. It's now sort of strategy game where you can actually click and drag and you can select all of your units and actually have them on the bottom, and you've got your abilities here and your actual orders and such. I don't know why they didn't follow the same thing in the dungeon. In the dungeon you can pick stuff up automatically, like just by doing that and picking it up and dropping it. Yet obviously you can't do that outside. Now it's explained that obviously that's your domain and stuff, so you got a bit more power there, but it doesn't gel overly well for me. I think it would, I don't know why they didn't just continue the trend of either moving your units like this in the dungeon, or maybe having some way of picking them up in here. I don't think so. I've just got an achievement there. Fantastic. Can I actually take these guys out? I will be able to take them out, but it'll take me quite a while because I've only got the Naga to do it. That's not overly great. I guess I could take them out. If I just keep assaulting them there, the Naga are managing to get them, although it is starting to hurt a little bit. Can I go over here? Can I actually break this thing down? Can I break that door down? I don't think I can.
Apologies. I thought that the Horde would take a different path because there is an ambush awaiting them here. But obviously that doesn't seem to be bothering someone.
Oh, good grief. Yeah, the narrator's basically calling me an idiot. I agree with him. Right, let me just use this retreat. Let's just retreat. Can only be used in your own territory. Damn it! Right, quickly run back, run back. That's not good. Let's just hide. I wonder if there's anywhere else how else can I get there? I need to assault that guy, but I don't know how I can get there. Let's come back over. I guess we are... Right, yeah, let's go into the... Oh, look at all that. You can see the big difference between, like, nice, happy, sweet times, dark, evil. That actually reminds me of Toonstruck as well. That was a big part of the game where it was, like, really devilishly evil and all, like, corrupt and such, and then all nice and happy, fluffy bunnies. Weird. Right, let's just teleport all them because I can. Job done. So, back to my domain. Fantastic. So, they've all just turned up here. That's good. So, we can recruit some more if we need to. So, I've currently only got 4 orcs. So, I'm going to click on this and I'm going to order another orc. We can also get another Naga if we wish. I've got 6 of them. I think I will hire 1, 2... 2 more Nagas, and we could get a Goblin, but Goblins are not great at fighting. They just work in the Tinkerer's Cave. I think I'm going to hire another Orc. Why not? Looks like there's another event here. They're sending another scout party towards me, which is not good. Oh, look, I lost 2 Nagas there. Oh. Anyway, teleport back. So far, the campaign has actually been really good. I was very surprised. I thought it was going to be... I expected it to be a little bit, you know, a little bit generic, a little bit sort of, yeah, you're evil, you go here, you go there. But it's actually been pretty good. There's been, like, different characters to encounter, and it's slowly introduced, like, a goblin assassin and how to use their abilities and sneaking through caves and things like that. The only thing I'm not convinced on is the pace. It can be a little bit slow at times. Combat is fine. I think when you're attacking, obviously, well, it just depends on how many units are there and what, you know, how good they are. But it can be a little bit slow. But I actually like the fact that the combat is a little bit slow. But it's not really frantic, and you don't have time to, you know, issue orders and stuff. You've got more than enough time to do all that. But it can be hidden behind a lot of timers in the campaign, like, you know, wait this many seconds or wait this many minutes or do this, do that. But that's only so far, and honestly, it's a very minor niggle. You know for a fact that when I start sort of talking about, oh well, that's a little problem there, you know that there's not much else to really complain about. And honestly, I can't really see anything. So far, there's nothing bad about the game, or that I haven't really not enjoyed. As I said, I don't know why you can't sort of click and drag and control units. Maybe you can, and I just haven't figured it out. I don't know the controls yet, but yeah. only a minor thing. I do really like the way it looks. I do like the way it looks indeed. Anyway, I was going to place another room back here, but I don't know what I can place. I'm going to get rid of them bits there, and I'm actually going to place a, I believe it's a room of hospital. Yes, let's place a hospital. There we go.
Had been built. From now on, wounded monsters could be cured there.
Yes, that's good. The wounded monsters can be cured. So we're going to put a couple of beds in here as well, because you need to put beds. Fantastic. And when I actually dig these bits out, we'll be okay. I don't know what this bit is. This is a bit weird. I don't know if it's another like dungeon or something like that. It might be a spider cave for all I know. I'm going to start digging it out. We'll see what we find. But it's going to be interesting when I tunnel through it. What we're going to find. Because you find all different rooms when you're exploring and such. There's something around here. I'm telling you now, there's something around here.
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia.
Yep.
A spider nest has been discovered.
Yep, I thought that was the case. Right, quickly, summon everybody there. Oh, look at all the gold around it as well. That's fantastic. Right, let's get all of the nagas in and stuff, and we will do a bit of attacking. There we go. Nice. The effects are quite good as well. It is a very good-looking game. And I don't even think I've got this on. I don't think I've maxed this out as well. I think I've turned a couple of things off just for, just personal preference. I don't like blur or anything like that. I just turn all that off. Can't be bothered. There we go. We've managed to take all them out. Right. I think you know what. I think it's time for the assault. I think we've done enough in here to sort of call it a day. Actually, can I build more crystal chamber? I could build more crystal chamber if I really wanted to. Don't know why why we can't join all up, but there you go. Look at that crystal chamber. What else can we research? Look at all them things there. Let's say research. Already researched. Let's research for the horde. And what else? Increase maximum population points. Yeah, we can do that as well. Might as well. And costs 100 mana a time, but I haven't really got. I don't think I can increase it anymore. Oh, there we go. Now they're actually working on it. Yeah, you actually need people working on it. You see, we've got 2 Naga working there. Same as like over these buildings there. If we click on that one, we can see that one, that's our building. We can have like up to 3. Yeah, there's your 3 slots, and it'll tell you if there's someone working on there, which currently there ain't. In here, you can see the same thing. We've got a little a little snot working on the copper. We can put another one in there if we really wanted to. Actually, we don't have enough room. Anyway, what was I going to do? I was going to place some more doors in places because we just might as well. There's no reason why we can't place loads of doors. We've got loads of toolboxes, more than enough. One of the things one of the traps I like actually, and I've only played with a couple of traps. Oh, we haven't even got it researched. Damn it! We'll need to research another trap. So we'll click on this. My favourite trap is not that one. That one there, exploding treasure chest. It is actually a treasure chest filled with explosives, but it's comedy. It's full of explosives, so they're sticking out on the side, and the chest's half open, and obviously there's like little signs saying, "No, this is full of treasure, not explosives." Ha ha ha. Yeah. Good grief. You can tell what sort of game it is. Right, let's pick up these guys here. Where is it? These ones here, all the Nagas. Where are they? You can click on the ones at the top and it'll just bring you towards it. I don't know if there's any way to automatically pick them up from the top menu or anything like that. I don't know. Looks like there's a Naga who's drinking there. Sorry. Right, let's just drop them down over here. And then we will go and take out the big bad boss guy. Hopefully we'll take out the big bad boss guy. I don't know what's going to happen. The narrator could always just screw me over. So here we go, they're all coming through, and can I use my horde ability? Actually, I don't even know if I can use my horde ability anywhere else. If I just click horde there, nah, not used in the dungeon. Oh, what a shame. Right, let us move out. So, I want to go over there. Yeah, so they're going to go around. As you can see, look, you've got like all mushrooms and stuff. Oh, there's some adventurers, and they were coming to, these are the alliance, they're the good guys. Well, they're not the good guys. Yeah, we're going to take them all out. There we go. They were going to come and storm my castle. My castle? No, my dungeon. Don't suppose you could have an evil castle. Maybe you could. An evil castle would be sweet. Right, anyway. Head out. We need to take out this guy here. Look at that. That's generic Holy Paladin Mark III. That, isn't it? Yeah. Right. I don't know if we'll be able to take him out or not. It just needs to destroy him. We're still doing a bit of research in the dungeon. As I said, you can quickly switch between any one of them without any problems whatsoever. So we just got spells. We are still researching that. Sadly, because I haven't got a Naga in here, they're not researching it. Can I hire another one? I have reached my population limit, which is why I'm going to pick this guy up and then fling him down the pit. You can pick him up and then fling it down the pit. And pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Pick up and then down the pit. And I'm going to do the same with one with goblins and fling it down the pit. There we go. And that should give me a little bit more population to hire a Naga. There we are. Fantastic. That's what I wanted to do. Okay.
It's payday.
Yes, it's payday. I understand it is payday. I also don't care because we're going to attack some paladin guy here. That's a sword that's been cut in half. No, there's the other. No, that's a shield? Yeah, that's broken. There's a sword that's been cut right in half, and lots of arrows all the way around and skulls and such. Right, so we need to meet up with the Naga King, or the Naga Queen rather, which is that one there, the one that's got serpents on the head. Yeah, it looks like. Right, so I am here. Everything is good. Are we going to attack? Yes, we're going to attack. So onward to glory. He seems to be invulnerable as far as I can tell, but I have a feeling that these link to him, and if I kill all these, he will become
Together with its Naga allies,
non-invulnerable. Vulnerable, that's the term. Right.
battle began.
That narrator, I'm still trying to figure out where he's from. I know for a fact that even, maybe you, but certainly other people have already complained in the comments that I can't remember where he's from. Right, there we go. Yes, there you go. It was very intuitive, that. I saw the symbols and I thought, yeah, that guy's definitely matched up with that one. Right, let's do a bit of a For the Horde battle cry. Can we use that? Yes, we can. There's our attack power going up. And, oh, looks like some more guys have been spawned. That's not good. Let's take care of them. Agreed. As you can see, combat is fairly easy. Not easy as in, it's not challenging. What I mean is it's very easy to do. There's everything's like smooth and sleek. You can click on a unit and say, oh, you do this. So, for example, I can click on a Naga and say, you do range attack or you do healing attack or whatever. That one. What are they doing? Stunning gaze? Can we do that? Stunning. Ooh. Most units also have an ability as well, which, if that's the case, they'll show on the bottom there. So you can see that's clear sight. We can see everything very clearly, even invisible creatures. Oh, I think we've taken him out.
It wouldn't be long before Krotos was defeated. Just a few more blows and he would fall. Hey, wait. What do you think you're doing? Come back, you coward!
I think he's teleporting off, is he? No, yeah, he's running away. What a git.
I mean, seeing that defeat was inevitable, Krotos opted for a strategic retreat, leaving the temple in the ultimate evil's power.
Oh, that narrator. Fantastic. I wish I could remember where he was from.
Then burst the nearby dam, and the Alliance's camp disappeared under waves of water with a very satisfactory gurgling sound.
This is going to look cool, probably. Yep, there it goes. And there goes their camp as well.
Despite the soggy end to the Alliance, the ultimate evil was livid. It had just been robbed of a delicious revenge. But, if I may be so bold, that was yet to come. I saw it in the script.
Yeah, it breaks the wall a lot, and, again, for comedic effect. Right, there you go, victory for this one. Let's click continue, and you can see there's now another Occupy Wall Street mission there. I don't know how many levels are actually in this, so I can't really, comment on the campaign's longevity or anything. As I said, probably put about 2.5, probably close to 3 hours into it now, and thoroughly enjoyed them hours. There's a skirmish, which I haven't tried, and there's also multiplayer, which, again, I haven't tried. From what I've seen of the campaign and basically everything I've played so far, I think it's great. Apart from the little niggles aside that I mentioned, it's really, there's nothing to fault. I actually really like it. The thing is, right, most games that are trying to copy Dungeon Keeper, I think, are already on the path of failure because those games, I mean, the original Dungeon Keeper came out in what, 1997? Dungeon Keeper 2, probably 1999 or 2001. We're talking 15, 16 years old now, and if you're just trying to copy the formula of a 15-year-old game, it's pretty much going to fail, regardless of how well you you can copy it because, innovation and such. And I think this just, it took all of that stuff and it's added more onto it. And pretty much everything they've added, I really like. And honestly, I think that narrator is fantastic. Anyway, there you go. There's a little bit of Dungeons 2 for you. It's alright. It's pretty good, in fact. I'd say there's more than alright. It is fairly good. I'm certainly going to play more. And who knows, might even feature a bit more on the channel. Anyway, links in the description so you can check it out yourself. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings. The Stanley Parable, that's what it... Oh, God, of course! Oh, yeah! It's him! Ah, yeah. Remembered him. Sweet.